You open your eyes at 6:14 in the morning. You never set an alarm. You walk to the kitchen. You brew coffee. You sit by the window. Your phone buzzes once. $41 landed in your account while you were asleep. Not from your job. Not from side hustle. From ownership. You think about who you were 5 years ago. The version that set 3 alarms. The version that dreaded Mondays. The version that never believed a morning like this could exist. You didn't get rich. You just crossed a number. A specific number. One that covers your rent, your groceries, your gas. The life you used to fund with your hours. You start with $10,000. You're 26. 2 years of saving got you here. Skipping the phone upgrade, driving the same old car, cooking at home on Friday nights. $10,000 sitting in your account, doing nothing. Most people would blow it on a trip, a watch, a couch they don't need. Instead, you open your brokerage app. You buy a dividend ETF, something boring, a ticker your friends have never heard of. At a 4% yield, that $10,000 pays you $400 a year. $400 that covers Netflix, Spotify, and your phone bill for 12 straight months. It's small. You almost laugh. You don't. This is the first dollar of your life that wasn't traded for time. Every other dollar you've earned came from hours. Hours at a desk. Hours stuck in traffic. Hours nodding through meetings you didn't need to attend. This $400 came from nothing. You slept. It paid you anyway. Your coworker spots the ETF on your screen at lunch. He laughs. $400 a year, bro. That's one dinner. You say nothing. You shut your laptop. He blows through $400 that same week on a watch he'll trade in next year. You do something else entirely. When your next dividend lands, you don't touch it. You don't move it to checking. You don't buy a thing. You hit reinvest. You watch your share count tick up by a fraction. You smile at your phone, first time all year. Nobody sees it. Nobody needs to. You stop playing their game. You're 29 now. 3 years gone. $50,000 sits in the same boring ETF. Most of it from your paycheck, the rest from dividends you never spent. It pays you $2,000 a year. $2,000. 12 months of your electric bill. Your internet. A long weekend in Miami with cash to spare. You run the numbers at your kitchen table one Sunday morning and realize something for the year ahead. Every time you flip a light switch, every time you open the fridge, every time you plug in your phone, someone else is footing the bill. Not you. Your shares. You keep it to yourself. That same weekend, your sister gets engaged. The family gathers at steakhouse. Your cousin orders a bottle that costs more than your dividend paid that whole month. He raises his glass, announces he just leased a new BMW. The table cheers. You order water. You eat your steak. You smile. On the drive home, your girlfriend asks if something's wrong, says you've been quiet. You tell her you were just thinking. You don't mention the $900 a month lease, the $11,000 a year gone, or the fact that your $50,000 will quietly hand you $2,000 this year, and a year after, and a year after that. You say nothing. You just hold her hand at the red light. And for the first time in your life, you feel something most people never get to feel. You feel ahead. You're 32. $100,000. 6 figures, the number you dreamed about in high school. The one your father swore would change everything. It doesn't change everything. It pays you $4,000 a year. For $1,000. A full year of groceries for one person. 12 months of bread, eggs, chicken, coffee, paid for with money you never lifted a finger for. You walk through Whole Foods on a Saturday with that thought running through your head. Every item in your cart, someone else is buying it. You laugh quietly in the produce aisle. The woman next to you sniffs a melon, oblivious. That happens. Marcus, your buddy from college, texts you that night. He's found something, a stock yielding 12%, paid monthly. Bro, 12% on $100,000. That's $12,000 a year. Triple your dividend. You pull up the chart on your laptop. The yield is real. The chart is a disaster. The stock has cratered 40% in 2 years. The dividend looks massive only because the price collapsed underneath it. It's a yield trap. Every dollar paid out is bleeding straight from a dying company. The yield will get slashed. The price will keep sinking. You'd lose far more than you'd ever collect. You close the laptop. You text Marcus back, tell him to be careful. He sends a laughing emoji and drops $10,000 into it that night. 6 months later, the dividend gets cut in half. The stock falls another 30%. Marcus goes quiet about it. You stick with your boring ETF. You keep collecting your $4,000. You keep walking through Whole Foods on Saturdays. The rule at 6 figures is simple. If a yield looks too good to be true, it is. 12% is an opportunity. It's a warning siren. Patient 4% beats flashy 12% every single time. You're 35, $250,000, a number nobody at your job knows exists. It pays you $10,000 a year. $10,000. Your car payment, your insurance, your gas for the entire year. Every mile you drive in 2026, covered by money you didn't earn. You realize it on a Tuesday in March, stuck in traffic on the way to work. The guy in the next lane is screaming into his phone, veins bulging in his neck. His Tesla is brand new. His face isn't. You glance over. He doesn't glance back. He can't afford that car. It's written all over him. You're driving a 2019 Toyota, paid off 3 years ago. The Bluetooth still works. The seats hold up fine. Your car owes you nothing. His owes him $800 a month for 4 more years. That night you check your dividend account. The number's bigger than last month. It's always bigger than last month. You remember something your mother told you at 16? The richest people I know drive the cheapest cars. You didn't get it then. You get it now. At $250,000, the math stops being theoretical. You start paying for things you can touch, drive, use to get to work. Most 35-year-olds have a car payment. You have a car that pays you. You sit in your driveway that night for a minute before heading inside. You're not in a hurry. You haven't been in a hurry for a long time. You're 38. $500,000. The number that changes how you sleep. It pays you $20,000 a year. $20,000. Rent in most of America or a paid-off mortgage anywhere else. Groceries, gas, power, internet. The basic shape of a life. This is the famous 4% rule, the one financial planners have leaned on for 30 years. The floor. At $500,000 invested, you could quit tomorrow and not go hungry. You wouldn't be rich. You wouldn't be traveling the world. But you wouldn't starve. You realize this on a Friday, 4:47 in the afternoon. Your boss walks into your office, sweating, needing you to stay late. You used to say yes on reflex. This time you wait 3 seconds. You feel something new. You feel optional. You say yes anyway, but it's a different yes now. A choice, not a reflex. You walk to your car at 9 p.m. The lot is empty. You sit in the driver's seat before turning the key, thinking about the 26-year-old who first opened that brokerage app, who got laughed at over a $400 dividend. That coworker still works here. Leased SUV, second mortgage. A wife who keeps asking where the money goes. You drive home. Eat leftovers. Lights out by 11. You don't check your dividend account that night. You don't need to. The math does what the math does. $500,000 doesn't make you free. But it hands you something most people never get. The word no. And no is the most expensive word in the English language. You're 41. $1 million. You don't feel any different. Your apartment looks the same. Your car looks the same. Your face in the mirror looks the same. But the number is real. It pays you $40,000 a year. $40,000. A full American salary, replaced forever. You sit at your kitchen table one Tuesday night and do something you haven't in 15 years. You open a tax calculator. Type in $40,000. Qualified dividends, single filer, tax year 2026. You hit enter. One number appears on the screen, 0. You double check it. It's real. Under $50,000 in qualified dividends, the IRS takes nothing. Your friends with jobs lose a third of their paycheck before it ever hits their account. You keep every dollar. You sit back. You don't smile. You don't celebrate. You just sit. You think about the years spent grinding overtime for taxable income, trading hours for dollars the government skimmed 30% off before they ever reached you. This $40,000 is different. This $40,000 is entirely yours. The next morning at work, your boss walks the team through quarterly goals. You nod. You take notes. You participate. Nobody knows. Nobody knows you could walk out Monday and nothing about your life would change. Nobody knows the woman at the desk beside you, earning the exact same salary, will retire $800,000 poorer than you will. You walk to lunch alone. You sit on a bench in the sun. You eat a sandwich from home. $1 million doesn't buy a yacht. $1 million buys silence. The kind where you sit in a chair on a Tuesday night and realize you no longer need anyone's permission. Not your bosses. Not the government's. Not your own pasts. You're 44. $1.5 million. It pays you $60,000 a year. $60,000, what the average American retiree actually spends, replaced forever without ever touching a single share. The principal keeps growing. The dividend keeps paying. You read a headline that morning over coffee, a 2026 Northwestern Mutual Planning study. Americans now say they need $1.46 million to retire comfortably. You read it twice. You've already cleared it. You sit at the kitchen window with your coffee. Outside, the street is alive, people rushing to jobs, stuck in traffic, running late for something. You used to be one of them. You think about the 26-year-old version of yourself, the one with $10,000 who hit reinvest for the first time, the one who got laughed at over a $400 dividend. That dividend grew. That kid grew up. The system did exactly what the system does. You walk to your desk. You open your laptop. You write one email. You tell your boss you're done. You hit send. You don't feel anxious. You don't feel scared. You don't feel anything dramatic. You feel exactly how you felt that first Tuesday morning 15 years ago when $41 landed in your account while you slept. Calm, quiet, certain. The number of Americans say they need to retire. You've hit it. And it took just one decision, made 15 years ago and never broken. The decision to be patient. While everyone else worked for their money, you taught your money to work for you. Now your mornings belong to you forever.